think what's ironic about clean energy is it's kind of the same fallacy of being a single issue voter. So being a single issue voter comes with inherent risk. So you may say this one thing at the expense of everything else, and you're okay with that and deciding that I'm going to vote for this person or this party because they agree with me on this one particular issue. But I don't really have a way to really understand the bigger picture of what this means. And I think that's missing from who is in the tent when we talk about clean energy as an example of saying, yes, clean, I got it. That is the issue that has been the primary driver really since inception. And so it started out clean is the right thing to do. But then when it was all about that one issue, that becomes this kind of quagmire that pulls down all these other conversations about, we had the transition into economics and say, okay, well, clean energy is also the cheapest form of energy now. And you get to have the opportunity to be hit over the head with the counterpoint, which is like, well, yeah, if you're subsidized and all that stuff, which is...
Can't use that anymore.
Yep, can't use that anymore, which is all, yeah, exactly. Totally ironic when we talk about the broader energy space and the level of subsidies that goes into all energy types. And then understanding at this very, very local level when we have conversations about things like land use and what's appropriate to use land for and what it isn't, and what environmental implications exist. Because when you talk about conservation is much more of a bridge issue than people recognize, right? There are conservatives that are all about conservation. They want to be out in clean nature and engage with nature and want to be part of that. And then this national security piece is another example of a really central issue to what it's going to take in order to maintain energy security in the United States that requires renewables and clean energy to be part of this discussion. And so instead of tacking on these little issues as we go, because it was all predicated on this one issue when it started, I think it made it very difficult to even understand who was invited into this tent to be part of this conversation and be an advocate at the most local level.